So as you guys may remember, we got the LS put back into Emilio's Supra before we left to race week. We just got it put in, but it did not start. Had an issue with the tune.
We didn't really have time to mess with it because we were working on the van, obviously, but we just had to switch. So I had the cam sensor in the front, and I had to switch it back and do some wiring, and then we ended up changing it on the computer is why it wasn't starting. So now it just...
Yeah, they were going through everything, pulling the injectors out. They didn't know what it was doing. It'd turn over and it would kind of pop, but it wouldn't start.
Because when the sensor was in the front, I had to rewire it, and then I forgot we had to do a custom. It was in the ignition parameters. We had to do a custom one, and instead of doing the custom one, I just had to put it back to the 24 tooth one. So once I did that, Brent figured it out and
fired right up.
First try.
Yep. So Supra's running now, and he's getting ready to back it out. We just let it idle for a while. He was bleeding the coolant system, but he's gonna pull it out, probably vacuum it out a little bit since it's been sitting. Then we might go take her for
take it for a rip and then just let the holiday.
Take her for a rip or for a cruise?
Take it for a cruise.
Yeah.
That way, you know.
Take it for a cruise first.
The self-learning tables could all do their magic.
And the rips will come later.
Later today. Just kidding.
Oh yeah.
Sounds so nice. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna clean it up real quick and then let's go take it for a cruise.
Alright. Just a cruise. Just a cruise. So right now we're getting ready to pull the subframe out of the 240. We have this piece right up here kind of holding the engine up in place, has a chain on it, and that's just holding that up from falling. We got these bolts that go to the control arms undone, and then there were 4 bolts going to this subframe piece right here, and then we had to take off the steering shaft, which connected right there, and she is dropping down slowly right now. So it does not look like the motor is gonna fall, which is good. Our thing is holding it up. We put this little scissor jack here just to be sure in case the whole motor wanted to come down with it, but it looks like we're doing good. I'll just keep letting her down. Yeah, I think that's probably pretty good to come out right here. It's just caught on this control arm on this side.
Yeah, and the front of mine's kind of stuck on the stud.
You want this?
Got you some water wetter for the van.
Oh, for the minivan?
Yeah, should be better. I didn't know they sold it at the parts store, bro.
Some red line water wetter. That might help.
Right, what we got?
Here, just hold this. We're almost there.
I'll start cutting some stuff if you need.
Yeah.
Sawzall?
Just cut the stud here.
Ooh.
Where do these lines go?
Oh, it looks like they unclip right here.
Well, I don't think they go to anything, do they? They just end. Look, it loops and then they just kind of end right here. They just come off with it,
like the power steering.
Yeah.
Caught on this stud here.
Oh, we gotta go down.
There you go.
Pull that pin.
Pull the pin.
It's on the controller. You ready?
Ooh.
Got her. Set that over here. That's gross.
So this is the piece you need to make custom.
Yeah, that's probably gonna have to go.
It's ugly anyways.
Dang, guys, check it out. So we just took the subframe and everything out from underneath, lowered it back down, and we were able to drop the motor quite a bit more because all that is out of the way, and it is looking really good right there. I'm liking right where that is sitting. Everything is nice and level. Looks like we are going to have to push the engine back just a touch. I just ordered a shifter online that is much shorter than the factory shifter. So we will actually need to suck this back just a little bit, but that's all right because our oil pan is hitting on this front bar right here. So it does need to come back like an inch or inch and a half, maybe 2 inches, but we still have plenty of clearance back here for the motor to come back, no issues at all. And what I'm going to be doing for right now, so we can at least get this thing on the ground again and it can still roll around, we can leave this bar up here that holds the engine up, that can stay, but right now we can't put the wheels and stuff back on because the control arms are not bolted up. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to cut the middle section out of this subframe right here, take the steering rack off, and then we can bolt these pieces back on with these 2 bolts, and then we can at least use that to hold our control arms up. Obviously, it's not going to be strong like that. We shouldn't drive it or anything, but it can at least hold the weight of the car. We can still push it around and stuff. And then we can even possibly mock up motor mounts off of this, because I was just talking to Sean. He was thinking we should probably just try to reuse that. We'll cut the middle section out of it, and then we can add like a chromoly bar to go out and around. We can kind of brace it up some, and we keep these pieces, but we just cut the middle out. So then that has room for the pan and everything. And then we're gonna have to find a way to make the steering rack work, but that will be for another day. We're getting ready to go take a ride in a Supra right now because he just got it running and stuff. So when we get back from that, I'm gonna get all this taken apart, chop the center out of that, and I'll start putting stuff back together and seeing how it's looking. But we're making pretty good progress so far. I'm loving how that is looking in the engine bay of this thing. Station.
That's always a good sign.
That is a success. Oil pressure still look good. Didn't get hot.
No.
She's cruising. We got Shane on the chop saw.
Nope.
It's been doing this for you. Oh, geez. He's just going for it.
That thing's thick, man.
Damn, she is thick, dude.
Yeah.
We need to keep going. We're almost there, though. Look, you're right there. You're right there, dude. Woo! Big old thing. All right, there's one.
Exactly what you need.
Now I gotta cut the other one off.
Hey, there's your bolt.
Oh, yeah, I need that. Shane's professional machining.
Yep.
He has built-in safety glasses, so
Built in.
they're
They
permanent.
come with my eyes. Oh,
There they are. Thank you, Shane.
yeah.
If you guys need anything cut professionally on a chop saw, hit up the boy Shane.
Right? Kyle didn't even know we had one.
No, I didn't. That works perfect.
Yeah, it's fun.
So as you guys just saw, we got the center section cut out of that cross member right there, and I got these pieces bolted back on so our control arms can reattach to that. Got the wheels back on, but there is no steering rack, so those can go wherever they want. So this would not be ideal to push on the ground because these will be all over the place unless we like connect them together, but we can at least set the weight of the car down on the ground. But this thing is going to be on hold probably just for a little bit until the new transmission and shifter shows up. I don't know how much of this we already talked about. We're probably going to pull it back a couple more inches to line the shifter up with the stock hole right there. So that should all line up pretty good. But we won't know exactly till that comes in. So I want to wait until we have all that ready to go until we start making motor mounts and stuff like that. But you know, that's about where it's going to be in the car. Then we have to figure out the steering rack and stuff, and still not sure on when the clutch and all that will be here. But yeah, it's in there. So we just took the Supra on a test drive and everything went good. So we went ahead and threw the boost controller on. We're gonna try it again.
Yeah, hell yeah.
See if she makes a little bit of boost.
See if she does it.
We just have it kind of turned down from the previous tune, so it should be safe. And
Just want to drive and just like learn, because Holly learns itself. So you just drive it, upload it, and go from there.
yeah, so we're about to take her back out with the boost solenoid hooked up. shoulder and then let out.
I was just saying.
I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. If I see the air fuel running away, if it's like about to make way too much boost. Well, it has, we set the boost cut at like 18, so we should be all right. And I turned the duty down. To rip on it as much as you want right there.
Okay, boss. See what happens.
Came up to 12 to 13 psi there. Very safe right now, not super turned up.
From where I'm used to like feeling this thing.
Yeah, we turned it down a lot.
That's good, man.
Just leave it there so it's good. Don't need to blow it up right away.
Burnout ready.
Now you can practice your donuts.
Yeah, just use the handbrake.
Yeah, just leave her turned down like that. Sounds like she won't blow up ever right there.
Yeah.
Cross your fingers.
If it does, whatever. Put another stock motor in it.
Yeah,
that
she
sounds
should be
good.
Yeah, it feels good too.
Fine.
That's plenty to have some fun.